We all know that healthcare is collapsing. So what can you do about it today? So I want you to picture this. I want you to picture that you're driving down the road and your car just is starting to make a really weird engine noise. So you go to your local mechanic and you pull in and you say, hey, the engine's making a weird noise. Please tell me what's going on. And the mechanic does a couple of things and then they look at you quizzically, then they go drain the oil. And the oil is not what oil should look like. It looks like a wasteland in there. And the mechanic looks at you and says, when was the last time you changed your oil? And you say, I've never changed it. And then the mechanic goes to the odometer and looks, and you've got 75,000 miles on your car. The mechanic looks and says, you've never done the preventative strategy of changing your oil? And you said, no. How much is it going to cost to fix? And the mechanic says, well, I can't fix it. The damage has been done. You have probably 5,000 miles before the engine seizes and you need a completely new engine. Now here's the analogy. So you've pictured your car doing that. Can you picture right now what your insides look like? What the engine of your heart and lungs and liver and all of that, what that looks like? Because we know you're supposed to change your oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles for most vehicles. We also know as humans, we're supposed to exercise. We're supposed to get enough sleep. We're supposed to eat well. We're supposed to drink water. We're not supposed to smoke. We know all of these things. And yet, just as absurd as it is to not change the oil in your car for 75,000 miles, it's just as absurd to not do the preventative strategies that we know we need to do to be healthy. So, did you know that between 50 and 85% of all healthcare costs in America are spent on treating things that were enormously preventable if we just did the daily things that we know we should be doing to keep the engine running smoothly, 50 to 85%. So if we were to just take our health seriously in our own hands in big and small ways today, how much more money would we have for the entire system? See, it's not just fiscally conservative to take care of ourselves, to be the proper weight, to exercise, all of those things. It's also socially responsible for us to do those things because when we're not consuming that 50 to 85% of all healthcare dollars needlessly because we didn't change our own oil every day, when we're not spending it on that, we could spend it on expanding services to the elderly, doing more preventative strategies for everybody. We have the money to ensure every citizen of this great country if we just did our personal responsibility every day. Fiscally conservative, socially responsible. The common sense solution is personal responsibility and accountability. And when we do that, then we can have a collective responsibility and accountability to everybody, especially those people through no fault of their own have serious medical conditions. I am a firm believer that if you do not consider yourself part of the problem, you will never consider yourself part of the solution. That's why we're doing these videos. That's why you're watching them. I invite you today to help change medicine by your own 2 feet, you being the change you hope to see in the world, by picking up the salad, going for a walk, getting enough sleep, and all the other things. It will not only help you live the life that you've always dreamt of, it will also help everybody else around you to live the life they've dreamt of. Personal responsibility, fiscally conservative, socially responsible, common sense solution leads us to the question, what are you going to do today to change healthcare with your own 2 feet? To learn more common sense solutions, to learn how you can personally get involved, and to be the change you wish to see in the world, subscribe to this channel, and we'll let you know when new videos are out. Please also check out the book I wrote, Universal Death Care, a solution for healthcare in the age of entitlement.